One's 130 proof, the other's 100 proof. Is there a difference? Is proof going to turn up the volume or is it going to drown out the flavor? Let's find out. I'm Rob. This is Wowdy Proof, and today we're going to compare a couple pours. And so, in a recent video by Artfully Bourbon, fantastic podcast series, check them out. These two guys, they were discussing bottles that they should be ditching, and of course, the replacement. And so, that like bourbons, we're going to stop buying. What you should buy instead. And so, in that video, they suggested that they should ditch the blue label for the black label. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, this is right up our alley, especially for this proof idea series here that I'm kind of focusing on. And so I guess it begs the question: am I right? Does proof turn up the volume, or is that 100 proof pour going to be the perfect proof point to pick up on all the flavor? Let's find out. Now, first off, let's have a little disclaimer because these are both single barrels. The one benefit that we have is that they're both picked by the same place. High Proof, it's an online store based out of Fulton, California. Fantastic site, by the way. Plenty of great prices, great picks. I've had a great experience with it. But the good thing for us, Old Forester puts all the information on the label where it's picked at. And so the blue label was picked from Warehouse K, floor 1, while the black label was picked at Warehouse I from floor 7. And so both of these are different locations and even different elevations. Those two different things could heavily influence the flavors that the barrel brings to the bourbon. So, small disclaimer. All right, first up, let's go with the black label. We're going to just give it a quick little pour and see what we find out. All right, so on the nose, I'm getting that caramel vanilla. I want to say banana, but I don't want to get slapped for calling all Brown-Forman products smelling like banana. It does have a little bit though. Classic kind of bourbon smell to it. Let's go for taste. Now the taste, I'm definitely going to say some banana, caramel, vanilla. This is a bourbon. Some confectionery sugar, almost like cotton candy feel taste to it. Oak on the underlying in the mid palate there, just a hint of spice. It's got a great mouthfeel. It's medium, not long, which may be telling because of the proof. Overall, great sipper with plenty of classic bourbon taste and feel. All right, let's tackle that higher proof one. On the nose, I'm getting a richer sense of those same nose from the black label with some oak on it. Let's go for the taste. Definitely more oak forward than that black label. Got some of the same caramels and vanillas, more spice. Not an ethanol type of burn type of spice, but definitely more intensity than black label. That mouthfeel, it's not medium, it's long and it's hot. Oak is almost more subtle with this one in the finish, but then there's also that lasting spice. Overall, this is not your everyday sipper. This is a special bottle. All right, clearly the Wowdy take is going to be who's the winner, right? To me, the blue label stands out by leaps and bounds. If the black label is the daily sipper, then the blue label, that's the one you pour on that tough day or the day you're out with a buddy celebrating. Here's the problem, though. The black label, this is not everyday sipper price. People who can't stand a lot of proof will definitely find it to be special, but bourbon lovers will gravitate more to the blue. The proof definitely kicks it up a notch. For me, the volume cranks this baby up, puts a smile on my face, and that's the way that I want bourbon to make me feel. And that's the way that the blue label has always made me feel. All right, what bourbon tastes better for you with the little volume cranked up? Which one hits a little bit differently with that little more higher proof? Let me know in the comments. Eager to know. I'll tell you if it earns a little Wowdy nod. Till next time, friends. Cheers.